A state of high alert remains across the Fiji Islands as Tropical Cyclone Urmil, a Category 2 system, continues to lash the archipelago with destructive winds and torrential rainfall, triggering widespread flooding and significant infrastructure damage. Although the cyclone's center is tracking southeast and remains offshore, its extensive outer rain bands and associated active troughs have brought much of the nation to a standstill. As of March 2, 2026, the Fiji Meteorological Service, FMS, confirmed that an active trough of low pressure linked to Cyclone Urmil remains slow-moving over the group. While the system has begun to move further away from neighboring Vanuatu and Tonga, its impact on Fiji is expected to persist until at least Wednesday, March 4th. North to northwest winds are currently reaching sustained speeds of 40 to 45 kilometers per hour, with violent gusts peaking at 75 kilometers per hour in exposed areas. Record-breaking precipitation has been recorded in the Western Division. Navala reported a staggering 223.5 millimeters of rain within a 24-hour period, followed by Nanoko, 197.5 millimeters, and Waikubukubu, 163.0 millimeters. A heavy rain warning remains in force nationwide. Flash flood warnings are active for all of Viti Levu, while flash flood alerts cover Lovu. The heavy downpours have caused major rivers to breach their banks, leading to some of the worst flooding in recent years for Western communities. The Water Authority of Fiji, WAF, reported severe disruptions to water production in the Western Division, particularly in Tavua, Ba, Lautoka, and Sigatoka. Flooding at raw water intakes has caused high turbidity, muddiness, and clogged intake screens, rendering treatment facilities temporarily inoperable. Water carting trucks have been deployed to essential services, but many residents are facing intermittent supply or total water rationing. The Ministry of Education ordered the closure of all schools on Monday, March 2nd, as a safety precaution. While schools in the Eastern, Northern, and Central Divisions were cleared to reopen on Tuesday, March 3rd, parents in the Western Division have been urged to keep children home if access routes remain underwater. Government officials, led by the Ministry of Rural and Maritime Development, are currently on the ground in the Western Division, conducting damage assessments. Reports from local communities indicate that the weather has already turned fatal, with at least one life lost in Navala due to hazardous road conditions during the storm. Meanwhile, the Western Division of Fiji is currently facing a dual atmospheric assault as Tropical Cyclone Urmil, Category 2, and an active trough of low pressure remain stationary over the region. The onslaught has triggered catastrophic flash flooding, widespread power outages, and significant structural damage, forcing hundreds of residents into evacuation centers. According to the latest advisory from the Fiji Meteorological Service, FMS, the Western Division has borne the brunt of the system's intensity. An active trough linked to the cyclone has stalled, dumping unprecedented volumes of rain on already saturated ground. The Kings Road, the vital artery connecting the west to the north, has been submerged at several points, including Lovu Bridge and portions of Rakaraki. In Nadi, the Vuda Back Road and several crossings in Sebeto are underwater. Light vehicles are strictly prohibited from attempting these routes. The Water Authority of Fiji, WAF, has confirmed that water production at the Nagado and Waila treatment plants has been severely hampered. Heavy siltation and extreme turbidity, muddy water, at the raw water intakes in Ba and Tavua have forced a temporary shutdown of services. Residents in Lautoka and Nadi are experiencing low pressure to total outages, with water carting trucks struggling to reach flooded neighborhoods. As of this morning, over 350 individuals have been relocated to 8 evacuation centers in the Western Division. Communities in low-lying areas of Ba Town were evacuated at midnight as the Ba River surged into the business district. Tragic reports from Navala, Central, and Sigatoka, West, indicate at least one fatality related to the hazardous weather conditions. Police have issued a stern warning against floodwater tourism, urging youths to stop swimming in flooded drains and rivers. The Ministry of Education has ordered all schools in the Western Division to remain closed until further notice. Energy Fiji Limited, EFL technicians, are currently battling the elements to restore power to thousands of homes. Fallen trees and lightning strikes have damaged high-voltage lines in the Mumira and Ba corridors. EFL has warned the public to treat all downed power lines as live and extremely dangerous. Meanwhile, according to the latest data from the Fiji Meteorological Service, FMS, at the Nadi and Lautoka stations, the rainfall intensity intensified late Monday evening. Lautoka recorded over 185 millimeters of rainfall within a continuous 24-hour period, leading to a rapid saturation of the soil. The situation was exacerbated by a peak high tide of 2.1 meters at 1:45 a.m., which prevented floodwaters from draining into the sea, effectively creating a backup effect that pushed water into the heart of the city and its surrounding settlements. A flash flood warning remains in place for all low-lying areas, including the Vitogo, Lovu, and Saru catchments. By Tuesday morning, the Lautoka Central Business District, CBD, resembled a river network. Major thoroughfares, including Vitogo Parade and Navidi Street, saw water levels rise above knee height, forcing shop owners to use sandbags in a desperate attempt to protect their inventory. Many small to medium enterprises, SMEs, have reported significant stock damage, particularly in hardware and grocery sectors. The municipal market, usually a bustling hub of activity, was evacuated as the nearby drainage systems overflowed, bringing mud and debris into the stalls. The impact has been most devastating in the informal settlements and residential suburbs surrounding the city. Residents in these low-lying areas were forced to evacuate at the height of the storm. In some parts of Lovu, water entered homes reaching waist height, destroying furniture and electrical appliances. Flash floods triggered by the Saru River breaching its banks have caused landslides in the hills above Lautoka, blocking access for emergency vehicles. Agricultural sectors here are underwater, with local farmers reporting total losses for vegetable crops destined for the domestic market. The Water Authority of Fiji, WAF, and Energy Fiji Limited, EFL, are working under extreme conditions to maintain services, though many parts of Lautoka are now off-grid. The Navala water treatment plant, which supplies the greater Lautoka area, is operating at reduced capacity due to high turbidity, dirt levels, in the raw water intake. Residents are being warned to store water and boil all drinking water to prevent the spread of waterborne diseases. EFL has reported several high-voltage faults caused by falling trees and lightning strikes. Power has been preemptively disconnected in flooded areas like Wakadra and parts of Vitogo to prevent electrocution hazards. The Fiji Roads Authority, FRA, has confirmed that the Queens Highway at the Lautoka end, specifically near the Lautoka Golf Club and the Vuda Junction, is currently restricted to heavy vehicles only. The Fiji National Disaster Management Office, NDMO, has activated several evacuation centers in Lautoka, including Lautoka Primary School and Jasper Williams High School. Currently, over 420 residents are seeking shelter in these centers. Officers from the Lautoka police station have been patrolling flooded zones to prevent looting and to ensure that people stay away from dangerous floodwaters. They have expressed concern over disaster tourism, where individuals, including children, are seen swimming in flooded drains. The Ministry of Health has issued a high-level alert for leptospirosis, typhoid, and dengue, LTDD, urging people in Lautoka to avoid contact with floodwaters and to clear any standing water as soon as levels recede.